Strategy, not emotion.
Strategy, no emotion. Your amygdala is emotional.
Right.
It's systems one thinking. You emotion before you think.
So it's all DeMartini method.
It's a DeMartini method. The DeMartini method is actually used by thousands of people to build their wealth, to stabilize their emotions, to have the temperament that Buffett says that it takes to have long-term planning and not react to the vicissitudes of the market. When the market goes up, you make money in the past. When the market goes down, you make money in the future. If you just keep buying it and don't worry about that and time the market all the time, you just keep buying it. If you do, it'll regress to a mean. You can predict what it is and you can stay certain on your predictions. And that's what's happened.
Buffett said, if you can't manage your emotions, you can't manage your money.
Can't manage money.
Right.
Because you're an animal,
right.
not a human.
So it's just a slightly different form of what we've been talking about for the last 2 hours. Again,
exactly the same
getting
thing.
out of the amygdala into the prefrontal.
Prechter basically described the economics, showed that all the markets are nothing but emotions of the animal nature inside the human being. It's not rational, but the summation of all of it has a rational goal.
Right.
And do you have the courage to think that rational goal and hold on, and which is the true intrinsic value of the market?
Right.
Pursue the intrinsic value of the market, you will not fail. You will do. If you get distracted by over-exaggerations and under-exaggerations of mass thinking, you will distract yourself. Bill Woods, back in the early 80s, 85, I guess, I went on his show and we did an interview about finance, and really good. He says, I've been doing the markets and doing things for 28 years. I've been a financial consultant. The average person, in those days, back in the 70s and 80s, they were having huge upfront loads and back-end loads and management fees and trading fees, and it was eroding the returns. And what's his name? The Bogle came along with the passive index funds and came in and reduced all those fees and about took out a lot of the companies when he did that. And so I learned back in '86 to stick to the lowest cost and allow the market to just take care of me.
Okay. And again, no heroes, no villains. Back to kind of what you teach. This is just applying it to the money in the markets.
Yeah.
What the London Real Investment Club actually does for you, it gives you the keys to open that door to the inside deals. In the last 3 weeks, I've participated in 3 incredible deals: a layer 2 Bitcoin protocol, an incredible AI protocol. The deal flow is beyond what I expected. I don't think I've ever seen a model like this that just gives average folks the opportunity to be behind the deals, and that's exactly what we've done. Not only that, you get to hang out with Brian Rose every week, and for me, that was huge because I look at Brian as somebody who's not only an expert in the space, and I think is on the leading edge, but just the leading edge of thought with London Real and the work he's doing there. To anyone who's taking a serious look at this, I know it's a big decision. It was a big decision for me and my family, and it is one of the best decisions I've ever made. So I wish you all the best and hope you come join us.
And the people that are wealthy, I found 6 things common to the wealthiest people on the planet. And I found also when people bitch about somebody, well, they're a billionaire and they're greedy or this and that. I go, when you have a low value on money, anybody that makes more money than you call greedy and expensive. And if you have a higher value than somebody, you call them cheap and inexpensive. These are just labels that people put on you based on the hierarchy of their values. So I pay no attention to people's projections. That's just a projection of their own reality and their own values and how they manage things. But I ask people, how many have ever used Microsoft Windows? In every country I've been in, if I ask that, 99% of everybody will have said, I've done something with Microsoft Windows somewhere in my life.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's why he's a billionaire. He created a product, service, or idea that served vast numbers of people.
Right.
And if we care enough about humanity to think about what could we do to serve vast numbers of people, there's no reason why we can't make vast fortunes.
Right, something you're doing. What were the 6 characteristics of the wealthy?
The first one is that they build a business that serves ever greater numbers of people. Name any billionaire and you'll find that they built some sort of business, unless they inherited it, built some sort of business that served ever greater numbers of people.
So their customer base increases.
Their willingness to care about humanity. The Book of Wealth by Hubert Hal Bancroft said that by divine providence or human sovereignty, the wealthy are those individuals that build some sort of service that serves vast numbers of people, progressively ever greater numbers of people. That's one. There were three things by Hubert Hal Bancroft. That one, and they contribute to the evolvement and the elevation of the standards of humanity.
Okay.
And the third one is they had transcended the morality of money. They don't see it good or evil. As long as they see it good or evil, it runs them. They can't run it.
Back to the DeMartini.
Back to the amygdala.
Okay.
That's why I teach people in the finance.
So they don't covet that wealth, or they would lose it, and they don't demonize it either.
If they are attached to it, they fear the loss of it.
Right.
And what they fear the loss of, that's the predator. And when you seek the prey, the predator comes. Because if you get the prey without the predator, you get fat and sluggish. And if you get the predator without it, you get starved and emaciated. You need both of them. And so if you get attached to one or the other, the Buddha says, find the middle path.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.